What's up? Semen retention. Men relapsing after 1 year of retention is why this must be a lifestyle and not a challenge. A lot of the times, man, I'll be thinking in my head, I was like, oh, I was just thinking like I had a goal of, you know, um, I want to go on 1 year of semen retention because in my mind that make me feel like, oh, I conquered it. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, I have to always keep my guard up. I have to always understand that I'm never gonna just boom. It's never gonna be easy to just defeat lust because once I think like that, I'm gonna fall into temptation because I just think everything is sweet and nothing's gonna happen to me anymore after I retain for 1 year. Now, right now, I've never did anywhere close to a year, but I know when I do get to a year, I'm not just gonna think boom, you know, oh everything easy now and I conquered lust. No, that's how I end up falling back into it. I have to kind of keep my guard up, just like when I started with day one, all the way till I got to day 365. And that's why, man, this got to be a lifestyle. Does that mean? Does that mean? Okay, stay single the rest of your life, never have sex? That's not what that means. That means when you get on semen retention, and you have to take a vow to me mentally to just protect your sexual energy. That's all it is. That doesn't mean you can't give your sexual energy to somebody that's worth that and somebody that is that's worth giving that to. So if you found a girl you really want to be with and you found a wife, then that's where I feel like semen retention ends right there, because you found somebody you can actually um you know that can be useful for your sexual energy to go to, because that's not a person that's gonna hurt you. That's a person that's gonna help you. You get what I'm saying? And so within the conditions of like you really loving somebody and you being with somebody, then I think that's where semen retention kind of it's okay it's all right for semen retention to end there, you know. But to me, it's not a thing where it's like boom, just stay single the rest of your life. And what I mean by saying this must be a lifestyle is that you don't do degenerate things sexually. You get what I'm saying? You make a vow to yourself mentally that I'm gonna protect my sexual energy. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna use my sexual energy to benefit me and not hurt me. You get what I'm saying? Because nowadays it feels so good and so pleasurable. We use it to hurt us, but we don't care because it feels good. And it's like people think we can't deny that part of ourselves, or we can't control that part of ourselves, because in all actuality we can't deny it. You get what I'm saying? But we can control it. But some people, I feel like, they just might think, boom, you know, that's what I meant to do, you know. But really, you just being, lustful and carnal, and you're not really thinking about the other person you having sex with, or you're not thinking about yourself if masturbating and watching websites, watching porn and stuff like that. You know, you have to really understand this type of stuff, man. Cause I know once I get to a year, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel good. I know I'm gonna feel good and stuff, but I know I'm not invincible. You get what I'm saying? I know all that can be taken away from me. All that, that not the progress not gonna be taken away from me, but just the streak I'm on, boom, that could be taken away. You know, just because I think, oh, I conquered lust now. Because the temptation's still gonna be there. Everything gonna still be there, and it's gonna always be like that throughout your life. So you have to understand that, boom, it's not something that you can have a quick fix with, and it's not gonna be something that's like, oh, I conquered that now. I feel like you can say, oh, I can control that. You know what I'm saying? On a day to day basis, I still get temptations, I still get urges, but I just choose to say no on a daily basis. You know, it's not like anything stops once you get to a year on semen retention. The urges are still gonna come every time, just like they did in day one, just like they did in day 12. Just like they did in day 90, just like they did in day 200. You know, the urges gonna still come regardless. You just have to get used to, denying that part of yourself, so that, your sexual energy can benefit you. Because when releasing on a daily basis, and you being promiscuous and you masturbating and watching porn and stuff, that's allowing your sexual energy to hurt you. That's you using what God created to hurt you in a dysfunctional way, you know. But when we protect our sexual energy, we get on semen retention as men, we're gonna use our sexual energy to benefit us, to transmute that to transmute crap to transmute that into, our goals in life. To use that to find a woman that's really deserving of that. You get what I'm saying? And it's you put yourself in a higher place when you get on semen retention, because you're not gonna just look at a girl based off, oh, can I have sex with her? Or, you're not gonna be superficial about it. You're not gonna look at her just for her body and think, boom, you know what I'm saying? I'm in love with her now. You're gonna actually want to get to know who she is as a person. And so I think that's a huge thing when you think about it, and don't let no number get to you. If you on day 5, or, like I'm on day 5, or you get to day 90, you get what I'm saying? You just gotta get used to, the daily battle of it. Even after a year of semen retention, you know, as good as that sound and stuff, the urges are still gonna be there. The temptation is still gonna be there. Nothing's gonna be boom. It's everything is easy. I got it now. I don't gotta worry about, all this other stuff no more. No, because you can get back addicted to it even after a year. And this videos like that out there online, guys being on semen retention and getting right back addicted to it. To me, that would feel so bad, because I done did all of that. I done retain for a whole year just for me to go back and be addicted to porn and, letting lust control me. It's sad, man. You know, that's pretty much all I got to say for this video. Peace out.